There was a lot of, am I good enough? You're told by a school counselor you're not Princeton material. Why did that not destroy you at the time?
Well, because fortunately it was the direct opposite of everything I'd ever been told about myself. I had grown up with love and support and encouragement and high expectations. But here I walked into this room with a woman who really didn't know me because it was a big high school, and she had to make a quick assessment. And her assessment could have been, and I don't know, was grade point average. Yeah, you're a good student. You know, your scores are good. You're black. You're here in this public school. Maybe you're stretching. She didn't even know my brother went to Princeton. She didn't ask me any questions.
About it,
She didn't try to figure me out. She just decided that the dream I presented was wrong. But let me tell you, we could probably go into any room of black women or people of color or people who grew up in poor communities or rural communities, and you'd ask them, has anybody ever told you you couldn't? And everyone would raise their hand.
Wow. Michelle Obama is telling my story. I went to Hyde Park Career Academy here in Chicago, and I had a teacher my senior year tell me that I would never get into Princeton. And I had already been accepted when she said this, but it was the opposite of everything that I had been told about myself. From my mother, from other teachers, from my brothers and sisters. So this was really surprising to me and actually in some ways caught me off guard. But I didn't say anything to this teacher. I didn't say, hey, I already was accepted. And my friends were pretty upset about it because they wanted me to kind of stick it to her. But I knew, firstly, I knew inside that she would have no impact on my success, on my future. I had already been accepted, so there was no need for me. There was no satisfaction for me in talking to her because she was irrelevant in my life. But she must have had some preconceived notions about me, and I was in her class for a full year, but something that said, no, this guy is not Princeton material. But what she didn't know is that she didn't know me, and she didn't know my family, because I too, just like Michelle Obama, my brother was at Princeton. So I agree with her. I think that there's probably a lot of people out there who can tell this story, and all I want to do is just raise my hand and say, hashtag, guess I'm not good enough. Just something to ponder.